Country superstar Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are.
Hollywood has seen its share of scandals, but none of them prepared the business for the legal quagmire that Carrie Underwood unleashed. A simple performance at a presidential inauguration swiftly turned into a contentious issue, vile criticism from The View, and eventually a billion-dollar lawsuit that rocked Disney to its foundation. What led to a country music icon being at odds with some of the most well-known figures in the industry? What caused The View's empire to begin to fall apart one by one? You will be shocked by the details, so let's dissect them. Politics has never been Carrie Underwood's forte. Her music has. With a career based on talent, faith, and hard effort, she avoided contentious discussions. However, nobody anticipated that her invitation to sing America the Beautiful during Donald Trump's second inauguration would cause a stir. In previous inaugurations, numerous renowned musicians, irrespective of their political views, have seized the opportunity to receive this esteemed honor. However, in the highly contentious environment of today, The View interpreted her choice as a political statement rather than an act of patriotism. Carrie was quickly torn apart by The View the morning after the inauguration. By performing at the event, she was accused by the hosts of normalizing bigotry, siding with radicals, and even selling out. Not only was the rhetoric vicious, but it continued. Carrie was portrayed by Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin as a traitor to American democracy. The insults were personal and went beyond simple criticism. They made fun of her, questioned her sense of patriotism, and categorically declared her career over. They suggested that she will be removed from the industry due to her decision to perform a song. Carrie Underwood was not going to take it lying down. The View had a reputation for making provocative statements for years, but this time they might have gone too far. Carrie initially opted to remain silent. She chose to concentrate on her music rather than respond with a clap or participate in the drama. But it was already too late. Numerous calls to cancel Carrie Underwood went viral on social media, with hashtags like "Why Cancel Carrie" and "Carrie is Over Party" trending. Thousands of viewers fell for the lies spread by The View. Longtime hosts of concerts were reluctant to book her. Previously arranged sponsorship agreements started to disappear. It was obvious that The View's remarks had real-world repercussions and Carrie's career was taking a hit. She thought enough was enough at that point. In an astonishing move, Carrie Underwood engaged a top-tier legal team and sued Disney, the media behemoth that owned The View, for slander. It was a billion-dollar case, not merely a symbolic one, charging The View of dissimulating, hostilizing, and inaccurate information that directly damaged her reputation and job. Disney, of course, retaliated. According to their solicitors, The View was merely voicing views that were protected by the right to free expression. Carrie's squad, however, arrived ready. They produced receipts, videos of The View presenters making blatantly fraudulent statements, financial documents demonstrating the damage to her career, and, most incriminating of all, internal emails from ABC management.
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I can't sing.
You would not sing?
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, I love our country. How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions for a lot of reasons.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it, because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
I would love for you to do a roast at the Trump inauguration.
The View had a track record of making rash assaults on public figures without fact-checking, as these released emails demonstrated. The fact that they could say anything they wanted without repercussions made executives giggle. It was a startling discovery that completely upended the lawsuit. As the trial progressed, the industry paid attention. Media outlets crowded the courtroom, all hoping to see if The View would be held accountable at last. Witness after witness came forward to testify, and the truth became painfully obvious. Unchecked defamation had allowed The View to grow into an empire. Testimony from former producers described the poisonous atmosphere behind the scenes. In order to boost ratings, they acknowledged that hosts were urged to promote divisive narratives. Executives were seen debating how to destroy celebrities who disagreed with them in emails. Carrie Underwood was no longer the exclusive focus. The dark side of daytime television was being exposed, and Disney was frantically trying to limit the harm. Then came the moment no one had anticipated. Following weeks of intense testimony, the jury returned a verdict in favor of Carrie Underwood, awarding her an astounding $1 billion in damages.
Okay, not only was Carrie Underwood's last-minute a cappella performance so stunningly beautiful. And I don't know many performers who could perform at such an event of that magnitude and have such a malfunction and be able to handle it as beautifully as she did and professionally. But more importantly than how beautiful that moment was, what made it even more beautiful was the fact that for a brief moment in time, all the sides, everybody in that room were together in that moment, singing the same song, supporting the singer, the artist. And to me, that was even more beautiful than her angelic voice. This is not a political post. Don't come at me. Just appreciative of a moment of togetherness, because you just don't see it that often anymore.
The decision caused a stir in the industry and was unprecedented. Disney, one of the world's most influential entertainment giants, was suddenly facing a billion-dollar settlement. Previously regarded as inviolable, The View was now formally a liability. It was more than just making up for Carrie's losses. This declaration served as a warning to those media outlets who believed they could get away with careless defamation. The future of The View is still up in the air despite the lawsuit being settled. The show may be completely canceled according to circulating rumors.
I personally hope we're moving beyond the era of politics where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. And whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then, and Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading her songs and not going to her shows.
Right.
But I also think from a business standpoint, it's not a bad decision for Carrie Underwood. 75 million people voted for Trump. Artists tend to skew left-leaning, so she's overnight going to become an icon of MAGA and the American right. She's probably going to make a lot of money off of it. So I get why she did it.
So you heard the comments from the ladies on The View. Of course, that kind of was the beginning of this firestorm.
Right.
They have apologized.
Right.
What do you think of their apology?
You know, as I've told other people, you know, because people have asked me, what do I think? And there are consequences for what you say. And for me, they didn't apologize to me. They apologized to nurses all over America. So I love leaving it up to them. You know, they can decide how genuine they felt that it was, and they can decide what to do with that apology. I appreciate it, but...
According to reports, Disney, which is now under financial strain, has begun purging its backstage operations by dismissing executives and producers connected to the incident. Carrie Underwood, on the other hand, has demonstrated that she is a fighter in addition to a singer. She refused to give up and faced and defeated one of the world's largest media conglomerates. After being attacked, her career is now stronger than ever. Concert bookings have resumed, brand agreements are abounding, and her fan base has come together in support. The View ultimately tried to cancel Carrie Underwood, but they ended up canceling themselves instead. This lawsuit wasn't just a win for Carrie, it was a win for everyone who believes in holding the media accountable. In a world where misinformation spreads like wildfire, this case proved that words have consequences, and if you choose to spread lies, you just might pay the price. What do you think about this billion-dollar lawsuit? Was Carrie Underwood right to fight back? Well, let's discuss in the comments.